So it's my second episode of TwoQuestions.tv, and today I'm kind of asking myself questions. After the first episode of TwoQuestions.tv, I thought maybe I should spend a little time thinking about equipment and subject matter. So I started the show. I recorded my first interview last week. I posted it yesterday. And so then I started thinking about topics, equipment. I mean, I've been thinking about this for months, but I decided to come today to one of my favorite thinking places and think about what I want the show to be. So here I am. This is where I'm thinking. It's a thinking place. So question number one is, what do I want the show to be? Even though I've done a lot of thinking about that, just doing one interview helped me to, I don't know, think about, do I really want the show to be formal interviews only? I mean, I've done that before, right? Like with Business and Blue Jeans Radio, that's what I did. I interviewed authors and experts all the time. But do I really want to keep doing that? Is that really, like, do I just want to do that and only ask them two questions? No, but I think maybe I want to do more this time. You know, maybe I want to do some man on the street kind of interviews. Maybe, you know, look at other things I can include. And I don't want to keep this just business focused. What I really want to focus on with the show is wellness and how to be happier, how to live a better life, how to live your best life. You know, and that includes, I think, a certain amount of success and talking about business and those kinds of things. But I do think that, you know, I may want to do some more of those man on the street kind of things. So we'll have to see how that would work and what, you know, what that would be like. But I guess firstly, I want to ask meaningful questions. And so right now I'm working on some interviews with people who I want to talk about, because I'm going to do an introduction video in a couple of episodes just to give you a little preview. I'm an executive coach and an entrepreneurial coach, which this podcast is a little different from that, but not an entire departure. One of the things I want to do with this is to have, business experts, entrepreneurship experts, marketing people, but wellness people and health people and happiness people and people who can help you, whether you're in business or you have a job or whatever, whatever your situation is, it can help you to have a better life. So in between episodes, and I'm thinking we're going to do once or twice a week interviews, but in between those episodes, changing my arms again, in between those episodes, I want to do things like this, where sometimes I'll tell you what I'm thinking about with respect to the show, and sometimes I'll tell you what, or what, you know, like right now I've got my two questions about the show, but sometimes I'll also ask myself two questions about subject matter, right? So for sure, the actual interviews will be at least once a week, if not twice a week. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some of these behind the scenes things I'm thinking about, kinds of questions, that kind of stuff. But also, you know, like if I get excited about a guest coming on, I'm going to tell you like this. And maybe I'll also kind of talk a little bit about the kind of things that I'm able to do because of my life in blue jeans. So stay tuned for that too. The other thing is, so my first question for myself today is, what do I want this show to be? And I think I've got a grasp on it. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you want to see some man on the street stuff where I ask just like your average Joe, like what makes you happy, or what do you think is the key to happiness, or, you know, what's the key to success? That would be kind of interesting, right? What doesn't mean we wouldn't still do the normal, you know, normal interviews, but that we would do those as well. So, so please feel free to share in the comments your thoughts and reactions with respect to content, what kinds of interviews you want to see, if you have anybody you want to suggest for an interview. If you have anybody you want to suggest for an interview, please feel free to do that. The second question I've been thinking a lot about today is equipment. When you watch videos about starting a video show, a vlog, or a video podcast, or things like that, they tell you not to spend a lot of time worrying about equipment. And so I'm trying not to do that, but at the same time, I'm thoughtful about equipment. That's part of why I'm doing this video here today. I thought I would test my phone and see how it does. Yesterday, what I did was, it was on my laptop camera, and I used a Blue Yeti mic, and all of that was fine. But I was you know, basically side by side with someone who is a professional streamer and a professional vlogger, and his stuff is so good. Like his camera and his mic, they're so good. So I'm a little thoughtful about my equipment and if I maybe want to upgrade. So if I do upgrade, well, either way, I'll do a setup video where I tell you guys what my gear is, what I'm using. This video I'm shooting on my Samsung Galaxy S8. And so we'll just see. I don't even know how the microphone works at this point. Like, I don't know if you're catching like the massive amount of cicadas that we have in Indiana right now. but we'll see. So that's part of why I'm doing this video, is to see, you know, how it comes out. You know, I'm going to get used to it and I'm going to get better at it. And so I'm excited that you're here on the journey with me, because that's kind of a cool thing in itself, is that you'll get to see my growth, and hopefully that will give some of you courage, that if you see me like looking in the screen at myself like I'm doing right now, instead of in the camera like I'm doing right now, like that happens. I'm gonna do those things. I'm gonna make those mistakes, and I think those are natural, and I think, you know, it's a part of my evolution, and I hope that knowing that I'm doing those things, and that at one time, maybe, you know, 60 episodes from now, you'll look back at this video and you'll go, wow, you made a lot of mistakes, and that's okay. And so I guess I want to be transparent about my journey, and I want you guys to see that I'm starting where I'm starting from. So I hope you'll be a part of this journey. I hope that you'll join me, and yeah, it should be fun. So thanks for watching today. Please hit the subscribe button, join me on this journey, and I'll see you next time.